Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl and I run a small handmade business called Hag-a-Needle Handmade Creations. In this week's video, I want to discuss some goals that I'm going to set for 2026, and I have a good feeling about these goals, so stay tuned. Before I can get started on these goals, Yep, that's on. Sorry. I have a Amazon FBA package I got to get out. We are under a tornado watch, believe it or not. Today is Sunday, December 28th. It has been 67-ish degrees. It's windy, and we're under a tornado watch. So I've been trying to get everything charged. I need to get the label printed for this, so I'm good to go for tomorrow in case we lose power, which, the way the wind's blowing, we probably will for a while. So I'm going to get that done, and I will probably start the goals for tomorrow when I come in to chat with you. Okay, everybody, grab a cup of coffee, my pretty mug, and I'm ready to talk about these goals. So I have two sets of goals. I have a business goal, and I have personal goals that I've actually put off for 5 years. So we're going to start with the business goals right now. So my first goal, and these are in no particular order, I want to build a web page. Now, I used to have one about a year ago, and I had a GoDaddy web page, and I made the mistake of linking it to my Etsy and my Amazon, and I had it so messed up that when I would add a new product that I didn't want on Etsy or Amazon, I don't know, I'm not very good at this web page thing, but so after about a year, I think I actually got about 12 orders, and that was strictly from me posting on my Facebook page. That was about it. And then I tried Shopify, which was confusing, but I think I'm going to give it another try. I didn't try it very long, probably 2 weeks, and I gave up. I'm not going to give up this time. But if I'm not mistaken, with everything that I've read, Shopify will actually, like Etsy and Amazon, they collect tax for you and then they pay it for you. And if I'm not mistaken, Shopify does the same thing. So I want to give them a try. I still have a domain name that's transferable until July. So I think within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try and get Shopify set up again so I can transfer my domain name, because it's a nice short domain name, and I feel like that's a lot easier for people to find. When I tell them, they ask what's your web page, that would be nice and short for them to find. The next thing I want to do is find my tax ID number. I know years ago when I got my business license, I got a tax ID number, and I can't find it for the life of me. I just need to get online and search for it. And if for some reason I'm mistaken and I didn't get one, then I'm going to apply for one. So that one's a pretty easy goal. My next goal is to update my business license. I do believe it does not have the correct address on it from when we moved a couple of years ago. And that's another easy fix for me. So I'm not really worried about that one. When I was talking about my webpage, something else popped in my head, and that's why I was looking around for my pen and stuff. And before I could quit talking, I already forgot what it was. So anyways, moving right along. My next goal, I wanted to make the fleece baby blankets with the crochet around them. I wanted to get back into that. I think I'm going to mark that off my list, and I'll tell you why in a second. If you watched any of my previous videos, I had talked about wanting to make these. I had made them before in the past, and I'm having a really hard time finding flannel that's, I don't want to say cheap, but at a good price. And I found some at Hobby Lobby because they usually have their fabric on sale like every other week. And it's really cute. And I wash mine first because I want it to be shrunk before I sew it together. Because sometimes if it's not pre-shrunk and you sew it together, it gets all bulky. Anyways, I'm just not happy with how it looks after washing it. I don't know if it'll come through the camera, but see how like pilly it is? I can't sell this. I just can't. The green, the back, this green doesn't look too bad actually. But the front, I don't know. It just looks dull. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'll show it to some friends and see what they say about it. I am going to finish it. I have looked everywhere for fabric, for fleece, and not fleece, sorry, flannel. And I can find it, but I don't know if I'm willing to pay like $13 for a yard because I need 2 yards. So right there, and then you got to pay shipping. So right there, the blanket's going to cost someone $45 or $50. And I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. And then I'm afraid, well, if I get more flannel and it does the same thing, I'm just wasting money. So that goal, I'm going to mark it off because I'm not happy. That's just how I roll. So moving on, my 5th goal, I want to make the reusable paper towels. Now, with those, I don't feel like if they pilled, it would be that big of a deal because you know they're going to. Does that make sense? Anyways, before Joann's closed and I didn't know they were going to close, I had ordered a ton of flannel. And this flannel isn't baby type, like baby designs. So I can't really use it for that. I forgot to mention though, instead of doing that's what I wanted to add to this. I just remembered. Instead of doing the flannel baby blankets, I think I've decided to go with rag quilt baby blankets because I have some, flannel left that I can make some of them. That's number 13. I'll skip it when I get to it. Another thing, this is number 6, is I want to make baby fleece blankets and crochet around them. What brought that to my attention was in my memories were popping up on Facebook, and I guess about 10 years ago, that's all I did was make those blankets, and they sold like crazy because I could get a yard of fleece for like $5 and sell it for 25, and all I was doing was crocheting around it. So that's number 6 on my list. I want to make more of those. You can see a theme here. I'm trying to get into the baby niche again. I used to do it. That's basically what I started out with was baby blankets, and I kind of got away from it. And I want to add. I'm trying to add new things to my shop so people don't get bored with my same-os. I have my crossbody purses. I've had those for 6, 7, 8 years now. Probably 7 years now. And I want to be able to offer more so that people don't get bored with my, you need a little bit more variety, I feel. Now, when you're going to craft fairs and varieties, sometimes too much variety can overwhelm people. But anyways, we'll move on in a minute. Moving on to number 7. When I went to my craft fair this year, I had a bunch of knitting machine hats that I had done. And hang on, I got a message that popped up. And I think I sold 2, maybe not very many. And those were big sellers for me last year. This year, no, they've not been. And so I took all but maybe 5 or 6, so it's probably around 20, and donated them to our community shed in town that collects blankets, coats, hoodies, hats, gloves, scarves, etc. And I took those there and donated them. So that's another thing I want to do. I want to make hats with my scrap yarn to donate to the community shed. I don't know that I will make any to sell again. I might. I'm just not really sure if I want to. But so that's another goal, is to get, I'd like to get at least 20 hats made so that I can donate them. Number 8, as some of you might know, I do sell on Amazon, and I have 4 Amazon items in FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. My goal this year is to keep them better stocked and to add 2 more of my good sellers to it. I do want to add that some of these goals I've already started working on before the new year. I feel like once I set these, I just couldn't sit and wait till the 1st to start. So that's that's why I've started. I just can't wait to start on these. I really do feel good about this year. Like, this is probably the best I've felt about a new beginning, per se. So I hope this is helping some of you to get motivated. I mean, you can do it. On the personal side, I will tell you one goal goes along with this, is to get off my butt and walk, because I have a sit-down job from 8 to noon. I come home and I sit in the recliner from noonish till 8 o'clock at night. The only time I get up is to walk to the house to use the restroom and get something to eat. And yeah, that's about it. I don't even walk to the mailbox anymore. I drive my car. So I'll mark that one off the list as I talked about it. So that's a goal, because I think you need to get, I think in order to keep my mind and my body motivated, I've got to move. Okay, number 9. I started YouTube last year, 2024, I think. I've actually been on YouTube since 2018, and my very first video, I didn't know what YouTube was, really. And I made a video of some of these purses. They were a different make of these purses. And it's just a really short video. And for some reason, that video last year took off like wildfire. I think it's got over 5,000 likes, or no, views, and quite a few likes, over 100 likes. And I don't know what happened. But my goal for YouTube, I actually really do like doing it. I like talking to you guys. I love the interaction that I have. I hope I've helped somebody in some way. But my goal is to monetize on YouTube. I've got 559 subscribers as of today. I need a little over 1,200 hours more And that will be my first step to monetization. And then after that, I will need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours. And then that's when I can actually make money off of here, which would be great. I mean, I don't know. It's my dream. I would love to be able to do that. It really is a dream of mine. And I need to maybe work harder at it. I feel like I really try to. I think my next video, I want to talk to you about YouTube, or not about YouTube, but what goes on behind the scenes of everything you need to do to get your business going and to grow your business. So I think that will be my next video. But let me mark that off the list. And we'll move on in just a minute. Number 10, I want to list more on eBay. I talked about this in my last video, how this whole year I haven't done anything with eBay. I've had listings on there forever because they stay and then they renew, but there's no fee to renew for me, at least. And I need to update it because I did update it one day, and I think either that day or the next day it sold. And I'm like, well, that just proves to you need to update your listings once in a while. So basically what I do is whatever I list on Etsy, I copy and paste and put it on eBay. So I think I'm going to, I know I'm going to get everything from Etsy over to eBay. I've got 18 items, I think, and I've got 30 more to go, something like that. Number 11 is I do one craft fair a year, and it's not mom friendly. It's not my mom friendly, even though she did show up. She only stayed 5 minutes and left. I would like to do 3 craft fairs, and 2 of them, I know for sure I'll be doing one. So the other 2, I want them to be something my mom can get in with me. I do have one place in mind and possibly a second one. And I basically really only want to do indoor craft fairs. I don't have a tent. Tents terrify me. I had one blow away, hit another lady's tent, and she came over and screamed at me, and I've been terrified ever since, even though I had it weighted down. I did have it weighted down. I actually had the weights on it and the little thingies you put in the ground. And we got a huge gust of wind. It didn't do her tent any damage, but it did damage mine. And yeah, they scare me to death. So that is a goal I want to do this year. So I do have one that I'm going to, but I need to find the other 2. Number 13 I covered. It was to make the rag quilts. So number 14 is a new one for me. I watch a lot of other small business videos because I enjoy seeing what they're up to and how they make their videos and stuff. Not to copy them, but to help make mine better, I guess. There's quite a few of them that have a link on theirs that's called Buy Me a Coffee. Basically what that is a donation that you can give to your favorite YouTuber. I signed up for it, and the link will be in the description. Please by no means feel the need to have to do that. Or I just wanted to try it out. I'm not quite sure how it works. I've not bought anyone a coffee, but I feel like I want to buy someone a coffee. And I think they just call it that. I don't know why they call it Buy Me a Coffee. You're not really buying me a coffee. You're just giving a donation. And it can be from, I think, $1 to however much. But right now I was going to save up for a camera so I don't have to use my phone all the time. So That's why I would set up the buy me a coffee. But anyways, that's all I have on my list for now. I feel like there's something else that I wanted to add, but my husband's texting me. Are you still videoing? Okay, well, I guess I'll cut it short right here, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more goals. Good evening, everybody. It's been a couple of days since I've recorded. I haven't been feeling very good today, but I need to get this video done so that I can get it uploaded to YouTube. I've covered all my goals so far for 2026 for my business side. I do want to report that the goal of having 3 craft fairs, I have applied for one for April. So I've only got one more I want to apply for. And with this same group, they have one in November, I think. And I'm going to see how the one in April goes. I'm sure it's got to be pretty good because this is like their 5th or 6th year of doing it. So I thought maybe in November, if this one went well for me, I would go ahead and sign up for the November one. The only bad downside is my October one almost sells me out. So I've got a lot of work to do this year, but I'm pretty excited that my mom will get to do this one with me. And I think she's excited about it too. So from here, I'm going to touch base on a little bit of what I need to do on the other side of business in my personal life, because it's a lot of stuff I've put off for 5 years and it's time to get it done. A lot of these items that I need to get done are basically finishing stuff. We had remodeled the whole upstairs of the house, and the only part of the house that I didn't complete was the kitchen. There's one wall that when we took the wallpaper off, it damaged the wall. And I've been trying for 5 years to decide what to do. And I think I've come up with a plan. It's taken a lot of Pinterest and a lot of YouTube videos, and I think I've come up with a plan for it. My table in my kitchen, it's a catch-all. I don't even know why people have tables. It just catches everything. I'm going to get that cleaned off. We had our basement painted, and I really liked the color until it went on the wall, and I hate it. It's I don't know, it looks like flesh. I don't really like it. So I'm going to repaint that. It shouldn't take long. It should go, it was painted over paneling, so it should go, the new paint job I do should go over pretty well and be pretty quick. Our garage. When we moved in here, we left almost everything in the garage because we were remodeling the upstairs, living in the basement. And for almost 5 years now, the garage is a mess. And for 5 years, we've been saying we're going to work on it, but this year it will happen. I need rock put around my little building here. There's a little edge right beside my building. From my building, there's a concrete slab to the drive for the garage, and there's like this much, not even big enough for a lawnmower. So I want to rock around there and go all the way around my shed and help close my shed off a little bit for the drafts that I get underneath it. Plus, we do have another shed like this. It's for the lawnmowers and farming stuff. And there's some skunks that like to stay underneath it. And I am terrified I'm going to get a skunk under this shed and it's going to spray and everything will be ruined. So that's another thing. I cleaned out one of the things I had on my list was to clean my closet out. Years ago, I seen where people, at the very first of the year, you take everything that's hanging and you flip your hangers backwards and hang it. And every time you wear it and return it, then you flip it the right way. Anything at the end of the year that's still flipped backwards, you get rid of. You haven't worn it for a year, why keep it? So I did that today, or yesterday. It was yesterday. And those are taken care of. I had a bag and a half. of clothes. Um, we have a laundry room in the basement that's pretty big. I could actually have my craft room in the laundry room, but it's a catch-all for everything. And I have a Pinterest board, and I've been on Amazon. I've got stuff on my Amazon wish list so that I can get this laundry room redone. And it's nothing major. It's basically shelving, laundry hamper, and just stuff like that, just to get it. There's a table in there that catches absolutely everything. It's piled high, and I want it out of there. There's a lot of stuff I can take to donate. I downsized my bed from a king to a full, and I've got all these king size comforters I do not need anymore, so I think I'm going to donate them. So that is the end of my goals for 2026. I'm sure I'll probably add more. I would love to hear from you all and let me know if you've got any goals for this year, either it be personal or business. Sometimes I feel like when a community comes together, it helps lift people up and help others out with goals that you can set that are obtainable. I try not to set stuff that's overboard. Everything should be obtainable, but you don't want to get to where you're lost and frustrated and you don't want to carry on. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye. But first, I do want to say how much I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching my videos, for subscribing, for liking. I truly appreciate it. So for now, friends, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you next week.